Hello, Adam Slivka here with Integrity Plus Realty with your January 2017 market update. Now, just a quick rehash of the last few years leading up to this point before we go on with my prediction of what's coming up for this year. If we look back over the last several years, starting with December 2008, we had the infamous real estate market crash. Well, for us in the Pittsburgh market area, that just meant basically 2 years of stagnation, so say a number of sales stayed constant, and a slight decrease in the median price point. Nothing like some of the other areas of the country experienced. Since 2010, however, sales have climbed year after year, and we had a peak of about 28,099 home sales in 2015. 2016, we just finished with about 70 less home sales. So really, we kind of just had plateaued. Also, since 2010, the median price point has climbed about 4% per year in our local area. Now, the reason I use median is it's a better indicator than average of what's happening in the market as a whole. So what does 2017 hold for the market? First, the largest impact, I believe, will be the rising interest rates. Since the notice of the president-elect, we've seen interest rates climb almost an entire percentage point. However, just recently, they've dropped about 0.25%. Experts are saying that they expect in the next 6 months for us to go up another 0.25%, and by the year's end to be up about 0.5%. So we're going to be looking at interest rates at the end of the year somewhere between 4.75 and 5, if the experts are correct on that. Second, I think that's going to have a couple impacts on the market. I believe that the fear of rising interest rates is going to bring out a lot of first-time home buyers or move-up buyers who have feared to act previously, out of the concern that the rates may go too high. Second, I think that it's going to have an impact on homes in that $300,000 to $500,000 price point range, which is kind of our mid-upper range in this market. So basically meaning that at that price point, $300,000 to $500,000, you're going to see those homes sell for a little bit less of their ask price and sit on the market a little longer than they did in 2016. I don't think, though, it's going to be any kind of major impact until rates exceed 5 or 6%. So we're looking beyond this year. Whether this year will start out as a strong market or pick up a little later, I believe is going to be strongly tied on the kind of weather we get, which it typically is in this region. Regardless, if you're looking to buy or sell, I think this is the year that you're going to see a peak return on your decision to do so. In other words, if you're selling a less expensive home, you may get a little less than you would for it next year, but I think your savings on the interest rate on your new home or more expensive home is going to offset and make now a better time to act than a year from now. In the same sense, if you're downsizing, it could also be the same that if you sell right now, you're probably going to have a larger buyer pool than if you wait till next year to go ahead and make that move. The one group, though, I could see possibly waiting may be a benefit to is that cash buyer or investor that's looking for a great deal, because as the interest rates continue to rise, circumstances where only other cash buyers can compete with you, or rather only other cash buyers will be able to compete with you on investments, because interest rate is going to cap out what other people could put in as a competing offer for you. So if you're a cash buyer, I would say hold off for a good deal. Not saying don't buy this year, but make sure you're getting a nice return for your money. Thanks, and that's my prediction for 2017. See you next month.